Anyway, let's talk about weather right now. It's a WFAA Weather Alert day, you know, because of this high winds, the fire threat is high, and it's something to not scoff at. A lot of times people ignore it.
I know, and later today, as those winds kind of pick up even more, we'll see blowing dust also get added into the mix. So you're going to have some impacts one way or another. You're going to see it. You may even feel it if you are sensitive to dust and your allergies may be acting up later today. So our WFAA Weather Alert day is until 9 this evening, and it's because of those strong winds, wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour in some locations west of DFW. The springs are critical to extreme fire danger into the mix, in addition to that blowing dust. So you want to avoid the outdoor burning. Use caution when driving, especially if you drive a high-profile vehicle. Think RVs, think 18-wheelers. Secure any loose outdoor items and have that WFAA app in case we need to alert you if something does happen. Red flag warning also in place today. What this means is that our fire danger is elevated. This is in place until 9, and this is because of critical fire levels across the Metroplex. But areas like Denton, Tarrant, Parker, Wise County to the west, we have extreme fire danger, and it's for those wind gusts that are 65 miles per hour. That's going to drop the humidity down to 10 to 15%. And then also think of all of the dry grass, the dry dormant vegetation, just because we're getting out of those winter months. That's still a factor. The wind alert's also in place today, a high wind warning. That includes the Metroplex, that includes Johnson, Ellis County towards the west for winds anywhere between 25 to 40 miles per hour sustained, but wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. The eastern third of North Texas under a wind advisory, winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour. And this is how it could act here as we get into the next couple of hours. Around noon, a wind gust close to about 50 miles per hour with the southwest sustained wind at 20 to 40, going up to about 55, 56 mile per hour wind gusts for DFW specifically, higher to the west. But sustained winds at 20 to 40. Winds start to calm down after about 7, and as we approach midnight. I'm still calling tonight breezy, but not nearly as windy as what it is right now. Some of the peak wind gusts that I've seen, about 40 mile per hour wind gusts in McKinney and into the mid 40s for areas along our far western counties. Those numbers are just going to climb. About a 31 mile per hour wind gust in Fort Worth, 32 in Dallas. Look at how this acts here over the next several hours. You see those really bright colors kind of jumping off of the screen there. That is where we're going to see the highest wind gusts of the afternoon. And it really does happen between 1 to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon before we start to see some of these winds calm down. Our DBU cam right now, if you see closely, you can see some of the trees there blowing in the wind. Temperature of 75 degrees right now. Winds of about 25 miles per hour sustained. That's not taking into consideration the wind gusts. Let's look at our temperatures. Today, a high of 81 degrees. Tonight, we'll see more cloud cover moving in and a very small opportunity to see some rain. Temperatures make it into the 70s on Saturday and Sunday during the afternoon. So here's the day today. Dry, clear conditions, but tonight we'll start to see some of this cloud cover moving in. Let me show you about 4 or 5 in the morning. Areas to our southeast, I'm looking at Navarro, Henderson County, could see a quick shower, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. It clears out in a couple of hours. I'm not expecting any severe weather for us, but if you are traveling, maybe heading out to the west, there's a moderate risk for severe weather that includes a big portion of the Midwest that shifts towards the southeast, including some of the Gulf states on Saturday, and then that threat shifts even more to the east along the mid-Atlantic on Sunday. So a few days of severe weather for parts of the country. We are not included in that. We could see a quick shower southeast of here Saturday morning. Otherwise, we're looking at sunshine in 70s, 80s on St. Patrick's Day with sunshine. It does look like we cool down a little bit towards the end of next week, but overall a very spring-like and mostly dry forecast, Matt.
Okay, something to look forward to this weekend with that St. Patrick's Day celebrations happening across Dallas.